All right, gather around, horror lovers. Tonight we're diving into a tale that's as chilling as it is fascinating. A story that has seeped into the darkest corners of the internet and even into real life. Let me tell you about a figure that's haunted the internet for over a decade, Slender Man. A name that sends shivers down the spine of anyone who's dared to explore his legend. You've heard the name, right? Tall, faceless, always lurking in the shadows. He's the kind of figure that feels like he's watching you, even when you're alone. But is he real, or just the twisted offspring of our collective imagination? That's the question that keeps people awake at night, staring into the darkness, wondering if they're truly alone. The origin of Slender Man is surprisingly modern. Unlike ancient myths or folklore, his story didn't come from centuries of oral tradition. It all began in 2009 on a forum called Something Awful, a place where creativity and dark humour often collided, giving birth to some of the internet's most bizarre creations. A user named Eric Knudsen, or Victor Surge, posted a doctored image. A tall, faceless figure in a dark suit looming in the background as children played. The image was haunting, but it was the caption that truly set the tone. It hinted at disappearances, at something sinister lurking just out of sight. There was no backstory, no context, just that eerie presence. And yet, that was enough to ignite the imaginations of thousands. And that's all it took. The internet, with its endless creativity and fascination with the macabre, took the idea and ran with it. The internet went wild, spinning tales, creating artwork, and even producing mockumentary web series like Marble Hornets. Each new piece of content added layers to the myth, making Slender Man feel more real, more tangible. Slender Man became the internet's boogeyman, a figure that could be anywhere, lurking in the shadows, waiting for his next victim. But here's where it gets unsettling. Fiction and reality started to blur. What began as a harmless internet meme took a dark turn. In 2014, two young girls in Wisconsin claimed Slender Man had demanded a sacrifice. They believed they were acting on his orders, driven by a delusion that he was real. They lured their friend into the woods and stabbed her 19 times. Miraculously, she survived, crawling to safety and alerting authorities. But the damage was done. This horrifying incident cemented Slender Man's dark legacy. He was no longer just an internet myth. He had become a symbol of how fiction can influence reality in terrifying ways. So why does this faceless figure get under our skin? What is it about him that makes him so deeply unsettling? Psychologists say it's because he taps into primal fears, fear of the unknown, fear of being watched. He embodies the things we can't see, the things we can't understand. His lack of a face makes him a blank canvas for our worst nightmares. We project our fears onto him, making him as terrifying as our imaginations allow. But let's not forget, Slender Man is a creation, a modern myth, a product of our digital age, where stories spread like wildfire and take on lives of their own. He's not lurking in the woods, waiting for you to wander too far from the path, or is he? That's the question that keeps the legend alive. Because let's be honest, isn't that the beauty of horror, the not knowing, the whispers in the dark, the feeling that something might be there just out of sight? So, the next time you're alone in the woods, or you think you see something out of the corner of your eye, remember this story. Remember how easily fiction can feel like reality. And ask yourself, are you sure Slender Man isn't real? Sleep tight, and don't forget to check the shadows before you close your eyes.